fix old cameras. Your successful completion of the demonstrated repair ultimately depends on the quality of your tools, the condition of your camera, and most importantly, your repair ability.
To replace the hot shoe on a Canon AE-1 program is quite possibly one of the simplest repairs to do. Begin by seeping isopropyl alcohol underneath the spring plate to loosen the glue. Once the glue is softened, you can pop the spring plate free with the tip of a screwdriver. The next step, obviously, is to remove the 4 screws. These are JIS crosspoint screws. If you attempt to use a Phillips screwdriver, you will more than likely damage the heads. The screws are fairly tight and the heads are fairly soft. Once the screws are removed, you need not be concerned that the back attachment plate will fall into the camera. You can see here underneath the removal of this top cover that the attachment plate is held into position by the electronic contacts of the hot shoe. Upon removal of the damaged hot shoe, inspect the condition of the engagement pin that sits to the left of the contacts. This pin is what closes the switch to let the camera know that a flash has been put onto the camera. This one looks to be in good shape. The new hot shoe is put on in reverse order. 4 screws are dropped into place. Once the screws are in place, you might have to wiggle the hot shoe a little bit to get the screws to line up with the attachment plates underneath. But once you get the first screw started, usually the final 3 will fall right into place. With a little side-to-side tweaking, you usually can get the first screw to start. With it started, the other screws should follow nicely. Once all the screws have been tightened, the pressure plate can be put in place. To do that, we'll put a little dab of Plier-Blond glue onto the front of the pressure plate and then slip the pressure plate into position. If only the AE-1 hot shoe was that easy. It, unfortunately, is attached with screws through the bottom, as you can see here, so the top cover has to be removed to replace the hot shoe. However, on the AL-1, it is identical in replacement to the AE-1 P. The screws are accessible from the top. And a similar attachment plate lives underneath the top cover of the AL-1. Also, the AV-1 has the same type of setup. Removing the hot shoe spring plate reveals 4 easily accessible crosspoint screws and the same type of attachment plate on the underside of the top cover. Now the AT-1, unfortunately, is like the AE-1. No easily accessible hot shoe screws. The top cover has to be removed to access the screws on the underside of the top cover. Oh well, as the saying goes, you can't win them all, but at least the popular AE-1 program is easy as pie.
Thank you for watching. Inspired? Check back for new video postings.